Welcome back to your favorite show with your favorite host, Parenting is Ghetto with Zaria. I know I have been gone for what feels like forever. I am so sorry. I moved, had some mental health issues, some physical health issues, and I was like, I need to get back to my people, my podcast. And today on Christmas was the best day to get to it. My daughter is out of town, decompress, and it kind of feels good. I moved, so my setup is a little bit different, a little weird. And don't you just love the reflection of the ring light in my glasses? I'm trying to get my contacts back, but I have some eye issues that I'm trying to work out. So until we get that worked out, we're gonna be rocking the glasses. I've been rocking them for about a month now. So, can't see into my eyes, you can see the ring. But Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, Happy all the things. I hope everyone had a great day. One of my favorite gifts that I got was this right here for my new aesthetic. I am rocking with like black and pink, and I love Legos. My daughter got me into them, and now this is my whole niche. So this is going to be fun. I'm probably gonna do this after. um, and with Christmas being here, this whole month, what's been on my mind is the top gospel song for Christmas is "Married as You Know," and I asked this question when I was with my social media team at church, and I was like, "Do you ever think Mary gets sick of hearing that song?" And all of them said yes. And I feel like after the first maybe 15 times, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like yeah, teary eyed, misty eyed, like yeah, I didn't know, and this was like awesome." And then, but after like the millionth time of hearing it, she's probably like, "Can we move on, please? Like, can we do a new song? Make a new hit. Make a new hit that doesn't involve me." Cool. I feel it. But with 2025 coming to a close, do any of like the parents or childcare professional, do you have any like 2026 goals? Whether it's for you personally or you as a parent or you as a teacher or you parenting your parents, do you have any goals that you're like, this is what I actually want to do with my my 2026? My 2025, I feel like it was mostly planning, learning more about myself, getting things done, and I want my 2026 to be all action. Like, this is what we're doing, this is what we're going to get done, and that's the goal, that's the plan. I do have like one big vacation planned that I'm still thinking, and a couple expenses from 2025 that I'm still paying for. But I really want to grow my finances because I really want to move out of North Carolina. I feel like I've gotten everything I could possibly get out of North Carolina. Like I was born and raised in Charlotte, never really left North Carolina living wise, but that's something I really want to do. I want to leave North Carolina and not look back, like take my daughter and show her new horizons. But my daughter she is thriving and she's having so much fun. She still hates school, never wants to go. We live with my dad now, so she sees this as an opportunity to always stay home with Papa and ask him like, "Hey, can I stay home with you today?" And 9 times out of 10, he'll say yes. And I'm like, "You gotta go to school, kid." But she doesn't care. She's like, "Why? I don't want to go to school. But you gotta learn. You gotta be smarter than mommy. You gotta do better than mommy." And she's like, "No, I don't care." And her favorite papa, her papa JC, when she calls him, trying to get him to go on her side, she's like, "No, I don't want to go to school," because he's like, "You have to go to school. It's very important." And school's very important with my dad too, but with her, he's a lot softer. And, he lets her get away with whatever she wants, and it's insane. But it is what it is. But my daughter, your kids sometimes see you as like this superhero that nothing can go wrong. Like even when I'm sick, I'm still up and about doing things with her and for her. And I had for Thanksgiving, I had to go to the hospital because was diagnosed with IIH, meaning that my fluid levels in my brain, there's too much, which is causing pressure on my brain, which is causing an issue with me seeing. And I had to get a lumbar puncture. And when I was in the hospital, I was in the hospital for the day before Thanksgiving, and the day after. And they didn't let her call me because they didn't want her to be scared, and she couldn't come see me because again, they didn't want her to be scared. And I didn't realize how much I missed her until her iPad is connected to my Apple account. So whenever I get a FaceTime call, her iPad rings, and she answered it the same time I did. And I heard her voice, and I started to tear up. And she was like, "Hi, mommy." I couldn't see her face because we were both basically using the exact same device, basically, according to Apple. So I couldn't see her face, but I could hear her voice, and I was just like, "Oh, I miss my baby." And when I got my lumbar puncture, they sent me home, but I was still leaking from the inside, and which is what caused the levels in my brain to, not be enough to where I would have like serious headache, serious vomiting. And my daughter was here, and I couldn't get up to make her a sandwich. So I had to call her stepdad, and not her stepdad, my stepdad, to come get her. And he was like, "Come on, because you have to, if you can't take care of her, you can't take care of yourself." So I stayed with my stepdad and my mom for like 2 days, and then I was like, I need to go back to the hospital so that they can do a epidural blood patch. And my mom was like, "You gotta take a shower first." I was like, "Oh, I can't. I can barely stand. I can barely sit up." And she's like, "You gotta take a shower." So my daughter was sitting there the entire time since I was in. She has her own room at my mom and my stepdad's house, and I was sleeping in there with her. We were sharing a room, and the look on her face when she saw mommy kind of broken down and hunched over and disheveled and not being able to function, that sight was kind of scary. Like, she sees me as someone who can do any and everything, and mommy's breaking down. Something's wrong with mommy, and there's nothing. And the one person who can help is mommy, and mommy can't do that. And I don't think I'll ever get that look out of my face, out of my mind, to where my daughter saw me as like Superman gone down. Like when y'all see those movies where Superman is like being hit with kryptonite and he just really can't do anything. He's kind of just laying there getting his behind whooped. Like that's how I felt. That's how her looking at me felt. And so it kind of shook me to my core, not gonna lie. But I'm hoping that I can erase that from her brain. But my doctor wants me to go back and do another lumbar puncture. I really, but I'm hoping that it goes better this go around so that my daughter doesn't have to see me like that again. And I don't have to go through that pain again. I would not wish that pain on my worst enemy. Like, I got a lot of enemies, and I would not wish that on anybody. The doctors say that pain is equivalent to being shot in the head. Like, what type of shenanigery is that? Like, what? Stupid. But what this year has also taught me and shown me is that I take better care of my daughter than I take of myself. And I was like, my 2026, I want to take better care of myself, whether it be like with a skincare routine or, taking myself out to the movies, taking myself out for a drink, or, doing something special for me, like getting my nails done and things like that. Like I have to make a budget for it once. But, and I feel like a lot of parents and childcare workers put themselves on the back burner for their children or for their parents. They put themselves on the back burner, and it's not fair. It's not right. And I'm saying, like, 2026, we should all collectively do something once a month that is special for ourselves, whether it be taking yourself out to the movies, taking yourself out to get something to eat, taking yourself out for a drink, going to get your nails done, doing something big like get a massage, you know, getting someone else that you trust to watch the kids or taking the day off and get a hotel, a staycation, and just doing you. You know, I probably said this before, but a wise woman with a crappy son told me you can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself. And that is 100% true because I can't be breaking down and looking like I'm broken down and my daughter looking all pristine and great and it's like the two aren't matching. Which I know you want better for your kids, which I want better for my daughter. But you have to want to take some pride and joy in yourself and your appearance and show yourself some self love. Because once you show yourself some self love, what happens on the inside will radiate off of you on the outside, and other people will see it and it'll start to grow and bounce off of you. And I think that is beautiful. And that's what I really want for my 2026. I want people to look at me and be like, wow, she really, really loves herself. And not in a self centered way, but in like a she loves the skin that she's in and the way that she's walking. It shows. That's what I want for my 2026. Because when I tell you my 2027, 2028 is going to be huge, I want my 2026 to be prep for that. That's why it's all action and it's all prep. 2025 was planning, 2026 action and prep. So 2025, that's you guys. That's what if I had to give you guys homework that you guys would actually do, it would be show yourself once a month or once a week, whatever your budget says. Even if it's something free, like taking yourself out for a walk, listening to some music, be safe because people like here are crazy. Listening to some music and just going out for a walk, like showing yourself some self love, like once a month or once a week, twice a month, whatever it can be. Show yourself self love, no matter what, even if it's like going to the gym for 30 minutes. That's great. Let those endorphins in your brain rush free. Excuse me. And you will feel amazing. That is your goal for 2026. That is your homework for 2026. And if you want to share with me what you did for self love in 2026, let me know. I want to hear. And if you want me to share them, I will. Because I'm definitely going to share what I'm doing. I still have to figure out what my January self love thing is. I'm probably gonna get my nails done because I have a serious fighting of my nail tendencies, and but like I said, we moved in with my dad, and my mom and my dad hated each other my entire adolescence, and now that I'm an adult, they decide they want to be nice and get along with each other, and that includes them like teaming up against me and trying to tell me how to raise my daughter. And I'm like, my mom, including me, my mom has kids, including me, my daughter has two. And I'm like, between y'all, all of your kids, including me, suck. Like, they're lives. Like, they don't have their shit together. You try to tell me how to raise my kids? No. Like, no. I need y'all to raise your kids right before y'all tell me how to raise mine. And don't don't look at my daughter as a way to make up for your mistakes. Because it's too late. It's my job. Because I say, the cycle ends with me when it comes to the trauma that I went through. The cycle ends with me, and I don't want my daughter to. I know she'll probably have to go to therapy because I think therapy is a great thing for everyone to do. But I don't want her to go and be like 90% of her issues are because of mom. Like, I know that I'll probably be an issue, maybe, sort of, hope not, but I probably will, this self actualization. But I don't want her to be like, hey, my mom is the reason why I'm in therapy, but I want to be better and do better. So this is the notion for all of you. Don't let your parents tell you or anybody tell you how to raise your kids, because unless you are abusing them mentally, physically, whatever the case may be, if you're doing what you need to do as a parent, tell them to like butt out, because you're doing the damn thing and it's not their job. Like, you're the parent. And you know, like dealing with some people, I'm just like, y'all are upset. Especially when it comes to how I should raise my kid, when y'all is just so crazy. But I try to be nice, but people just they try to pull your crazy out of you. And there's one thing I wanted to talk about, and I know this might be very controversial, but I want to hear you guys' stance on it. There are a lot of parents out here who are so happy and enthused that they did not get their child diagnosed with autism and ADHD and ADD and things like that. And because they don't want to put their child on drugs, which I completely understand. You know, this hospital visit has me on all the pills, and I hate it so much. But even if you don't want to put your child on drugs, there are, if you let them label your child, there are so many therapies and things that are available for them and you as a parent, so that your child can be as functional or close to as functional as a neurotypical child. Because there are plenty of people in this world who have plenty adults who have autism, ADHD, like a lot of mental health disorders, who live on their own, who drive, who have, have jobs, who can go grocery shopping on their own, things of that nature. And it's, I feel like sometimes the parent, just because they didn't want to diagnose them and they didn't want their child to be labeled, they kind of holding their child back. And the same way when Roe v. Wade was overturned and there was a bunch of women looking for doctors to, young women who were looking for doctors to tie their tubes, strengthen their birth control, take out their uteruses, things of that nature, to where they look for doctors in their city, out of their state. It's the same way that those parents, if they put in work, which I get as a parent with a child, I get it. Like when you have a child with a disability, it's hard to do certain things. But if even if you have like 5 minutes to yourself to look for a doctor who will say, hey, no, we don't have to put your child on drugs if you don't want to, but we can put them in the therapy to make sure that when they are an adult, they are fully functional if possible. And they have the necessary resources that they need to to where if mommy and daddy or a guardian is no longer here, they can still function in this crazy world that we live in. And because it shouldn't be on the sibling to take care of their other siblings when mommy and daddy aren't here anymore. And we should be focusing more on like, hey, let's hang out and have those great sibling dynamics and have a great time, rather than I have to take care of you like you're one of my kids, when it's possible for, like, I don't mind helping if I'm able to help, I'll help. But if there are resources out here, if you get the label, yeah, I get it, you don't want it, but if you get the label, there are so many therapies and resources and red tape to break through to where you can be fully or semi fully. Whether it's you can live by yourself and you can work, but you just can't drive. Cool, we can budget in for an Uber. We can put in the budget an Uber budget, or a Lyft budget, things of that nature. Or you can drive, but you can't live on your own, and you can work. Okay, cool. You can't live on your own. Now this is when the siblings have to start working in and be like, okay, yeah, you can live with me. You have your own car. You can take yourself to and from work, you know. But I feel like not getting them labeled, not getting them diagnosed is a disservice. And I know that's very controversial because I don't have to deal with it myself, but I have tons of family who deal with it, who family who have diagnosed and family who haven't. And they, the family who haven't, they're like, oh, I didn't get them diagnosed, and I feel real good and proud about it, but their child is out here struggling. And there are people who have got my family who have got their child diagnosed, and some of them are struggling, some of them are doing very well. So I just wanted to put that nugget out there and see what you guys thought as well. Like, in my personal opinion, it's a disservice. You're hurting more than you're helping because when you're no longer on this earth, what do you plan on happening with this child? That they have no real life skills. They don't really know how to function in today's society in this big bad world that we live in. So and I want to get you guys' take on it too. Be nice, be gentle. Don't be cuckoo crazy cocoa puffs because I wasn't always saved, and I will cuss that. I'm pretty sure y'all just heard me with that water. But I just wanted to ease back into it for the day and tell you guys thanks for listening and happy holidays. I hope everyone has an amazing 2026. Hopefully, I can get this up by tomorrow. And still send me your parenting and schedule stories so I can share them. Remember to like, share, and subscribe and show all the love in the world. Guys, it was bombing today. But have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your 2025. It's almost over, like a week and a half left. So, it's a good one.